Hello students, Jai Hind. Good morning. As you are well aware, in our last lecture number 3, we have discussed in detail, step to step, heat and trial method for balancing any chemical equation. Any chemical equation can be easily balanced by heat and trial method. Today's lecture, dear student, I want to dedicate and I want to allocate today's lecture for understanding and practicing more for you balancing of chemical equation. We will try to balance more and more chemical equations, okay? So that you will master and will develop skill to balance any chemical equation. We are going to take, dear student, many chemical reactions, understand, and we will try to balance them, okay? See, before we start today's lecture, first you please note down, okay? Today you are attending lecture number 4 for the chapter 1, that is chemical reactions and equation. Chemical reactions and equation, and today's lecture we will practice the same topic of balancing few equations, okay? The last time in lecture number 3 we discussed in detail about heat and trial method, and in today's lecture we are going to practice heat and trial method. Understand, remember dear student, one thing, as we go across various types of equation, you will come to know that most probably heat and trial method is very useful to balance any chemical equation, but sometime you also have to adopt a random method of balancing a chemical equation. We will learn as we move ahead, okay? Suppose, dear student, the instruction is we are trying to balance few chemical equations, okay? Let me write one word equation for you. What we are going to do in today's lecture, I will write one word equation and you will try to balance it. I am writing the word equation here. Hydrogen plus chlorine, okay? Hydrogen plus chlorine give hydrogen chloride. Suppose you are given such word equation which you have to balance, okay? Now dear student, remember one thing very well. Whenever word equation is given to you, first you have to convert it into skeletal chemical equation by utilizing proper symbols and formulas, okay? You all must be knowing the formula of hydrogen. Hydrogen is diatomic in nature. I have to write H2. Chlorine diatomic in nature. I have to write Cl2. formula of hydrogen chloride. Sometimes we also call it hydrochloric acid also, HCl. Understand? So word equation I have already converted into skeletal chemical equation which needs to be balanced now. If you, dear student, want to adopt heat and trial method here, you do not have to write all 8 steps or whatever requirement of the step you do not have to write. But you just have to remember the basics of the heat and trial method. What is that? Select the compound having maximum number of atom. Here hydrogen 2 atom, chlorine 2 atom, hydrogen chloride again 2 atom. So here it is not the case like you will select the compound having maximum number of atom. Everywhere there are 2 atom. Then what you should do when you come across such situation, so dear student, you should target not element but compound. Hydrogen element, chlorine element, hydrochloric acid, hydrogen chloride is a compound. So you target the compound, okay? Suppose you target this compound and you want to balance either hydrogen or chlorine. Suppose you start balancing hydrogen. How many hydrogen atom on reactant side? 2. How many hydrogen on product side? 1. So here you just multiply 2. Okay. 1 no need to multiply. Hydrogen is already got balanced. What about the chlorine now? Here there are 2 chlorine atom. Here also there are 2 chlorine atom. So hydrogen and chlorine atom both are already equalized on both sides of the reactant. Understand? If you just want to write the state, this is gas, and this is liquid. Okay. So this is a completely balanced chemical equation. Okay, I will take some more equation also so that it will comfort you to understand balancing of chemical equation. Okay, I am writing another one. Here in this reaction I will give you a little time so that you can try to balance that equation. Okay, I am writing the word equation initially. Nitrogen plus hydrogen, nitrogen plus hydrogen gives ammonia. Okay, chalo, I am giving you enough time. First you need to convert it into skeletal chemical equation and then you have to try to balance it. Okay, first skeletal chemical equation and then try to balance it. Okay, try this one, convert it into skeletal chemical equation and then just try to balance it. Word equation is given nitrogen plus hydrogen gives ammonia. Understand? You must have the complete knowledge about formulas and proper symbol. If you do not have the knowledge about formula and symbol, then it becomes difficult. Okay, nitrogen plus hydrogen gives ammonia. I think enough time I have given. Now I am writing skeletal chemical equation. Nitrogen diatomic in nature, as you must be knowing. Hydrogen diatomic in nature, as you must be knowing. Ammonia, the correct formula NH3. Okay, so I have written the given word equation into skeletal chemical equation, and now I will immediately target heat and trial method. So I will select compound having highest number of atom, nitrogen 2 atom, hydrogen 2 atom, ammonia 4 atom. Ammonia consists of 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of hydrogen. So ammonia has 4 atom. As per heat and trial method, let us start balancing ammonia. In ammonia, which is the element having maximum number of atom? Hydrogen. Nitrogen has only 1 atom, hydrogen has 3 atom. Let us try to balance hydrogen on both sides of equation. In reactant side 2, in product side 3. If you take the LCM of 2 and 3 for equalization, 2 and 3 LCM 6. So here I will multiply 3, 3 to the 6. Here I will multiply 2. So hydrogen, understand, got balance, 2 3 the 6, 3 2 the 6. Now let us think of balancing another element, nitrogen. How many nitrogen here, dear student, need to concentrate? Here 1, so 2 1 the 2 nitrogen. Here already 2 nitrogen are there. So nitrogen is already looking balanced. Just the question of writing the state of the compound and elements participating in the chemical reaction. Okay. So this is second equation we have balanced. Understand, you can balance any chemical reaction by heat and trial method. Suppose I take one more. Word equation I am writing, okay. Potassium, please write, plus potassium when react with water, it produces potassium hydroxide. Potassium when react with water produces potassium hydroxide and also hydrogen gas. Okay. Potassium when react with water, it produces potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. This is the word equation given to you. Now first I am giving you a little time to guess the proper formulas, proper symbols, and then just try to balance the chemical equation, because ultimately, though I teach you some chemical equation for balancing, it is up to you to practice balancing of chemical equation more and more and understand. It is up to you. Okay. That is what you have to be little more alert. Okay. Potassium, don't make any mistake in writing the formula and symbol. Potassium, if a student does not have a knowledge, they start writing nitrogen N, hydrogen H, so potassium P. No, dear student, actually the name of the potassium in Greek language is kalium. Kalium means potassium, so symbol is K. K plus water H2O. It produces potassium hydroxide, that is KOH, and hydrogen gas H2. Now, dear student, you have to balance this chemical equation. Have it create a confusion in your mind. See, If according to, suppose, according to, if you start thinking that I want to move according to heat and trial method, may you fail in this. Select the compound having highest number of atom, here 3, here also 3. So where you target, this one or this one, becomes difficult. Here so there was only one compound, so I told you that target that compound, but here on reactant side and on product side there are two compounds containing similar number of atom. Becomes little difficult how to balance such chemical equation. So dear student, you may come across such difficult situation, understand, where heat and trial method may not be applicable sometime. So here some random method needs to be targeted. Any compound you target and put some prefix, suppose 2. You can also put 3, 4, 5, whatever, but when you put any suffix, you need to realize at the end, understand, that the number of atoms of each element get balanced. If you place 3, you should be able to balance the chemical equation. It is up to you, understand. 2 suppose I place here. Now can you say how many hydrogen atom on product side? 2 plus 2, 4. Here 2. To realize 4 hydrogen atom, I will place here 2. So 4 hydrogen atom. How many oxygen atom? 1. 2. So here also 2 oxygen atom. How many potassium atom on product side? 2. Here 1. So let me write 2. Equation got balanced. This is called a random method. Sometime I have placed prefix 2. If you like to place some different prefix, and accordingly you will also place the prefix in front of all formulas and compound, but you have to ensure that finally you will get a completely balanced chemical equation. Is it clear in your mind? That you have to concentrate. Okay, let me take some more equation of balancing. Okay, let us erase it before we write some more equations to balance. Balancing of chemical equation no doubt needs more and more practice on your side. In board or in test, if directly you are given an equation skeletal, then it becomes easy that you do not have to worry about formula and symbol, but otherwise it becomes difficult. Okay, mostly though in test I will never give such type of skeletal equation. I will always give you a word equation. Okay, one another, let us write. Suppose, dear student, equation number 4. Carbon dioxide, please write down with me. Carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, reaction between carbon dioxide and water produces glucose and oxygen. Okay, actually if you concentrate here, this is photosynthetic equation. You understood? During photosynthesis equation, what happens? Carbon dioxide react with water in presence of chlorophyll, no doubt, and it produces starch and oxygen. Starch can also be called glucose. Okay, so this is word equation given to you. What you have to do? You have to convert this word equation into first proper skeletal chemical equation, and then you should try to balance this particular chemical reaction. Okay. First we will write chemical equation. Okay. You know the formula of carbon dioxide, CO2. You must be knowing the formula of water, H2O. You must be knowing the formula of glucose. If you don't know, remember C6H12O6. You must be remembering the formula of oxygen. Okay. First, before balancing, you need to write correct skeletal chemical equation. Understand? Now, as per heat and trial method, if we try to organize and balance this chemical equation, select compound having maximum number of atom on reactant side, carbon dioxide. How many atom? Carbon 1, oxygen 2, 3 atom. Water, H2O. How many total atom? 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 3. On product side, glucose. How many atoms? 6 carbon, 12 hydrogen, 6 oxygen, 24 atom. Oxygen only 2 atoms. So let us select compound having maximum number of atom. We got glucose. In that, as per heat and trial method, target the element having maximum number of atom. Carbon 6, oxygen 6, hydrogen 12. Let us target hydrogen. Here 12 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen. If you take the LCM of 12 and 2, that is 12. So here you just multiply 1, already 12 here, here 6. Okay. So 6 to the 12 and 12 hydrogen atom got balanced. Now let us try to balance. Understand, carbon atom on product side, 6 carbon atom, on reactant side only 1 carbon atom. So there you multiply 1 and here you multiply 6. So carbon got balanced. Now it is a question of balancing. Understand, oxygen. How many oxygen atom here? 6 to the 12 plus 6 1 the 6, 18. Here only 6 oxygen, here 2 oxygen. So when you, dear student, try to balance this chemical equation, you need to realize here. Understand, 18 oxygen atom. Understand, don't disturb this, because if you try to disturb this, carbon and hydrogen which were balanced will get unbalanced, and it becomes a very complicated process to balance this equation. Don't touch glucose, because if you want touch it, it will unbalance carbon and hydrogen. So let us target here. 6 atom are already here. Now if I put 6 here, 6 to the 12, 12 plus 6, 18, equation got balanced. When you attend my lecture, be extremely punctual and sure, and keep a notebook with you and note down some important punch point which I am speaking. Understand what I spoke? Carbon, hydrogen got balanced, but oxygen is yet to be balanced. On reactant side, there are 18 oxygen atom. How can you realize 18 oxygen atom on right hand side? I have refrained myself from targeting glucose, because why? If I try to target glucose, then carbon and hydrogen which I have worked to balance will get unbalanced. So I targeted the last formula and I put prefix 6. 6 to the 12 plus 6, 18. Understand? So this way, any chemical equation can get balanced. Okay, dear student? This is clear in your mind. If you want to write the state of the compound participating in this, carbon dioxide in gaseous state, this is in liquid state, starch in aqueous state, and this is gaseous state. Aqueous, you remember, starch is not formed in solid state, but it is formed in dilute form in water. Understand? Let us take some more equation, okay? I want to take such equation which can a little challenge you. Okay. Suppose, dear student, let me take one more. Equation number 5. I will give enough time for practicing this. Aluminium plus copper chloride gives aluminium chloride plus copper. Okay. Many students also last year and previous year were asking me that, sir, how can we come to know about the correct formula of the compound? Understand, first, dear student, I am assigning you job in 2 minutes to solve this particular chemical equation. First you write skeletal chemical equation and you just try to balance. After you try, I will explain you how to write correct formula of any compound. Understand, in chemistry, always chemistry is never and everybody's cup of tea and everybody's cup of liking. Some students refrain themselves from learning correct formula and symbol in chemistry, but as I told you in my first intro lecture, chemistry is the biggest unit, 5 chapter carrying more weightage of marks. So you need to develop skill to understand chemistry. Okay, just in 2 minutes time, try this one. The equation is given. What is that? When aluminium react with copper chloride, it produces aluminium chloride and copper. You need to understand this and you need to try to balance this chemical equation by just thinking the correct formula of the compound. If the formulas are not correct, then your balancing will never be correct. Okay, so it's you have to be extremely alert to write the correct formula of the compound. Okay, try this one. That's why I always guide you, and even in my first intro lecture I told you, you should sit with one book. It's not your fair book, it is just the subject book, where whenever I give such SL piece, you should try by yourself. Understand? Homework you should do in fair book. Otherwise such thing can be practiced in the subject book which is with you at the time when you attend the lecture. Okay, I think many students must have tried this out. Aluminium, you know the symbol Al. Copper chloride. Now, dear student has a confusion that, sir, formula of hydrogen chloride is HCl Then why formula of copper chloride is not CuCl? No, dear student. This is the confusion I want to clear from your mind. When you want to write formula of copper chloride, you must have the complete knowledge about both these elements, copper and chlorine, and their valencies. If any student remember the valency, it become easy. Don't write it just for you. Suppose two elements, copper and chlorine, are participating in making a molecule of copper chloride. Okay. If you know valency of copper is +2, valency of chloride is -1. Now any molecule, dear student, should not be charged at the end. It has to be electrically neutral, because until the molecule is electrically neutral, no compound can exist on the earth. It has to be chemically neutral. So to balance valency of copper, you need how many chlorine atom? 2. Because when 2 chlorine atom are there, then -1 plus -1 -2 plus -2 got cancelled. Answer 0, neutral. You understood this? That's why you will write the formula of copper chloride as CuCl2. I think you must have got the idea for the correct formation of the formula. Aluminum chloride, again dear student, guess. Valency of aluminum is +3. Chlorine is -1. So to justify and neutralize charge on aluminum ion +3, you require 3 chlorine atoms. So I will write AlCl3. You understood this? Plus copper, that is Cu. This is how I have seen students getting confused. When they speak the formula of hydrogen chloride, they write HCl. When they write the formula of copper chloride, they write CuCl2. When they write formula of aluminum chloride, they write AlCl3. Now if I speak formula of silver chloride, student will write SiCl4. If I speak formula of phosphorus chloride, PCl5. According to the valency of the first element, you require to neutralize that charge number of atoms of other element. Okay, this is okay. Let us try to balance this chemical equation. Heat and trial method is going to be a great help to you in this. Aluminum, just 1 atom. Copper chloride, 1 plus 2, 3 atom. Aluminum chloride, 1 plus 3, 4 atom. Copper, 1 atom. So you need to draw your attention on aluminum chloride, which is actually a compound having highest number of atom. In that, will you target aluminum or chlorine? You will target chlorine because it has maximum number of atom 3. So let us target chlorine on both sides of the equation. On reactant side there are 2 chlorine atom. On product side there are 3 chlorine atom. To equalize, take LCM of 2 and 3, 6. So here I will place 3, 3 to the 6, and here I place 2. Chlorine is getting balanced. Now let us target to balance aluminum. how many aluminium here on right side? 2. How many aluminium here on left side? 1. So let me balance 2. Aluminium got balanced, chlorine got balanced. Think of the copper. How many copper or atom on left side in reactant side? 3. Here 1. Take LCM and place 3 here. The equation got balanced. Understood? Right? So dear student, it is very important for you to know correct formula of the compound. Until you have knowledge about correct formula of the compound, it always becomes difficult for you to write properly any chemical equation and then to balance it. Understand, you will feel much difficulty in balancing any chemical equation. Okay. Let us take one more equation, dear student. Okay. Let me take one more equation. I think this is sufficient for you. Okay. What is the equation is about? Let me write it first. Okay. Zinc plus silver nitrate. Zinc plus silver nitrate gives zinc nitrate plus silver. Okay. Again, dear student, you need to develop skill of writing correct molecular formula. Okay. Let me write for zinc Zn. Silver nitrate. What is the chemical name of silver in Greek language? Argentum. So symbol is Ag. How I am writing the formula of silver nitrate? Try to understand. AgNO3. Nitrate ion, it gives zinc nitrate, that is ZnNO3 plus silver, that is Ag. Equation is already balanced. Why I have written silver nitrate formula AgNO3? The valency of silver is +1. This is nitrate ion -1. You must have understood in 9th standard. This is a polyatomic ion. You understood, no? This ion, though overall it has minus charge, it is consist of 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of oxygen. Understood? So this way formula you have to design. Okay. Zinc plus silver nitrate gives zinc nitrate plus silver. Okay. I think sufficient equation we have taken. Okay, let me take one for you so that you can understand. Okay, one more equation of balancing for you. Take an example, nitric acid. I am writing it, please write down. Nitric acid, understood, plus nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide. Nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide gives, understand, nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide gives calcium nitrate calcium nitrate plus water. nitric acid plus calcium hydroxide gives calcium nitrate plus water. We have to write and balance this chemical equation. Dear student, again my reminder for all of you. Chemistry, the biggest unit carrying more weightage of mark. Be very alert and sure about all chemical formulas. Okay? Nitric acid HNO3 plus calcium hydroxide CaOH twice. Here also, dear student, you are seeing the magic. If you want to write formula of sodium hydroxide, you are writing NaOH, not NaOH2. But while writing formula of calcium hydroxide, you write CaOH2. Aluminium hydroxide, you will write AlOH3. Why? Because of valency plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. You understood this? Hydroxide ion has valency minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So 2 valence plus 2, minus 2, plus 3, minus 3. This way formula can be designed. Gives calcium nitrate. How should I write formula? CaNO3 or CaNO3 twice? Understand, obviously CaNO3 twice because calcium plus 2 and nitrate ion valency you know minus 1, okay, to balance it, and water is formed. Calcium nitrate plus water, for balancing put 2 here. Equation got balanced. Okay, dear students, so in today's lecture number 4, we have just dedicated this lecture for practicing chemical equation. Understand how to balance given chemical equation. We targeted maximum on balancing of chemical equation. Understand? For balancing, what is the basic requirement? Correct knowledge of symbol, correct knowledge of formula, and for guessing correct formula of the compound, you must have the knowledge about the valency of the element. You understood this? Okay, dear student. So in today's homework from our section सवाल हमारा जवाब तुम्हारा, you have to practice. I am writing homework here. Understand, from section सवाल हमारा जवाब तुम्हारा, okay, as a GT, you have to complete question number 6, where I have given you almost 19 word equation needs to be balanced. Okay, dear student, thank you very much.